All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well and had a wonderful Sunday, wonderful weekend. Jake Paul got his shit bopped, something nasty. That's what you get. And you're going to be a fancy nigga and get you bad dog. You better sit your ass down, Jake. You better sit your ass down, Jake. Hey, dog, I'm gonna act like I'm media trained for a second and try to do what these guys do that are biting off that one dude that always shakes his head. Uh, what's that boxing commentator, comedian that always talks like this? I think that's literally how he really talks. Like, hey, man. Yeah. Man, these guys be cracking me the fuck up, bro. Man, Anthony Joshua got his ass whooped. What's up, Ray Patterson? Jake Paul got his ass whooped. Man, don't you ever talk about beating no boxer. Love it, man. It's like a caricature, man. But at the same time, I think that dude really talks like that. On the line, what's up, man? How you feeling? Jose Lopez, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Marcus Bridges in the building. All things, what's happening? What's happening? Pancho Marquez, what's happening? He said, what's up with you? What up? Just chilling, man. Good morning to you, man. Good morning to you. My furry friend. Okay, bro. First of all, don't call me furry. I don't know what you want with that furry shit. But I'm probably gonna have to let you go if you keep talking like that. Lee Jackson, man. Rich, hey, what's up, Rich? Richie in the building. What it do? Cantrell, what up? Shaggy in the building. Said Fanon, Jake talked too much. That's why he got his jaw broke. Hey, dog. Jake better stop fighting before he gets some shit really fucked up. Okay? He could have hit your ass in the fucking temple. Okay? You're lucky he hit your ass in the jaw. What if his ass would have hit you in the fucking temple? Stupid ass. You better sit your ass down before somebody hit you in the temple. Okay? He broke your jaw, which lets you get up. What happens if he hit you in the temple? What happens if AJ hit his ass in the temple and his ass got carried out on a fucking stretcher? Okay? So keep fucking playing because that's what Gervonta was probably going to do to you. Gervonta was going to hit your ass in the fucking temple. Get your ass carted out. Get your ass carted out of there. Get carted out of that bitch. And it'd be a tragedy fucking around. Man, that dude knows where to hit you to hurt you, bro. He hit you in the jaw so you could have a broken jaw. He didn't hit you right there, dead in your eye and your dome piece and rattle your brain all over the fucking place. Okay, you're very, very fortunate that you got enough money where that dude didn't do that shit to you with his big ass. Because that big ass dude could have killed that man. Fuck up out of here getting hit by that guy, man. His jaw was just sitting there too. Ooh, just sitting there. It cracked the jaw. I think AJ cracked his jaw on purpose. Like, man, let me hit him in the jaw. I'm not going to hit him in the head. I'll hit him in the jaw. I want him to be able to get up and be conscious. Because you doing all this, somebody's going to hit you and dead in your top of in your equilibrium. So you can't go, all that goofy shit you did when you got your jaw broke. Yeah, I've had a little bit of time to think about what I think about Jake Paul. No credit for Jake on that. No credit for Jake on that, bro. Because that man could have killed you. Fuck what you talking about. He could have hit you right here and bashed this shit in. He could have just bashed this shit in. Like, bow. Right on your eye. Like, or right here. Like, right in between your eye. Like, he could have hit you right in between your eye and your temple. Broken your fucking orbital bone. Knocked your eyeball out of socket or some shit. So, nah, bro. I ain't fucking giving this dude no credit for that, man. He got carried, bro. He was lucky he was in there with AJ. Because if Gervonta was mean enough, Gervonta could hit you right here, right in between that eye and that thing right there. Break that little gap right there. Your ass be blind out of an eye, bro. You don't want to see that, man. That ain't nice, man. So anyway, I'm not giving him no credit, bro. I thought about that shit too long. I'm like, nah, see, he got whatever he got. I don't know how much money he got. I don't know how much money he got, but I'm going to tell you something, man. Hey, bro, the women loving AJ, he can be a dry. Hey, dog. Hey, I ain't going to lie. Them women do love AJ, bro. Hey, dog, AJ would be a draw in the United States. Them broads do like AJ. I can't lie. Do Alicia Bumgarner, he snatched up Alyssa. Hey, dog, AJ snatched up Alyssa Bumgarner, dog. That shit was hilarious. He light skinned, he red bone. You know what I mean? AJ, dog, that shit is funny, bro. You can't lie. AJ got them broads doing some shit. Hey, AJ got the girls now. That ain't no joke. I still believe the fight was funny. Man, it was funny as hell. Yeah, AJ can't get no credit because Anthony Joshua didn't try to kill him. You know what I mean? The truth of the matter is Anthony Joshua didn't try to kill him. So I'm not trying to hear that shit. If he was in there against some mean ass dude that wanted to really hurt his ass, man, he's gonna get fucking hurt. He better not fuck around with some unfamous guy that decides just to hurt him. Man, you better get out of here. Man, you better stop, bro. Yeah, you better stop, bro. I'm trying to tell you right now, bro. You better stop while you ahead with all of that, dog. See, chill. Then your boys got whooped. That's what's up. All these fake ass dudes making this fake ass money. Dean, what's the guy's name? Dean the Great. Dean the Great got his ass whooped by Vargas's which Vargas is that? Marco Vargas, what's his name? What's Fernando Vargas's son's name that whooped that boy? That boy used to talk too much shit, man. You know what I mean? There you go, Dean and Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate got an excuse because Andrew Tate is old. For real. Andrew Tate is old, so I ain't got no problem with Andrew. Andrew Tate is old, so I ain't going to trip too much on Andrew Tate. Yeah, he said he got smacked by the most uncoordinated motherfucker I've seen in the ring. Hey, dude, that dude is, hey, dog. Hey, but hey, he's uncoordinated, but he's in shape. Look, bro, he's uncoordinated. That means that he's awkward, and he's in shape. So you can say what you want, but the dude is in shape. Yeah, Amando. Yeah, thank you, Lee Jackson. Amando Vargas. Yeah, Amando Vargas. Yeah. Shout out to Amando Vargas because that dude talk way too much shit, bro. Dean the Great, like, come on, man. Can y'all stop? Seriously, boxers just need to start busting these niggas. Just bust them. For real. Like, hey, dog, if they get in the ring, dog, you got to hit them dudes. Do them. You got to, come on, man. You're fixing the fight because you're not really whooping these dudes. AJ wasn't going to play. AJ didn't play around with Francis Ngannou. That's what happened with Francis Ngannou. He didn't play around with Francis Ngannou. He just stepped up to him, bow, got him out of there. Shout out to AJ. Shout out to the light-skinneds. Hey, shout out to the brown-skinned Negroes. Power to AJ, dog. Power to AJ. Get it back for the light-skinned Negroes, dog. I've changed my mind, dog. I've changed my mind about AJ. If you're listening to me, bro, I've changed my mind about AJ. I'm old and retired. So, hey, I'm super happy to see a young African black dude of light-skinned variety getting these girls back on the side of the crew since they've not been there since the end of LaBarge, dog. Since LaBarge went out of style, bro. Light-skinned dudes went out of style back in the 1980s or so, and AJ's bringing that shit back. So congratulations, AJ. I love from Jerry. What up? What is it? Man, shout out Evans in the building. Happy holidays, brother. Thank you. Happy holidays to you, bro. Ebenezer said, good morning, Fanon. Boxers have to hit boys with an 8-piece combo, no biscuits. Yeah, you got to hit them with all that shit, dog. Hey, I mean, I don't know whether he's a Mac Daddy or not. I can tell you this, though. I'm looking at the expressions on the face of them girls. Dog, Alyssa Bumgarner, dog, seriously, bro. Alyssa Bumgarner needed somebody to stand between him and Alyssa Bumgarner. Let's put it that way. AJ was standing here. Alyssa Bumgarner was standing here, bro. The look on that girl's face, AJ security needed to step in because that girl looked like she wanted to do something to that man. God, dog, back up, girl. Hey, dog, seriously, dog, I have never in my life had a woman look at me the way she looked at that nigga there, dog. I don't think I ever have, bro. I don't think I have anyway. Oh, yeah, I have. I've seen it a couple times. But my God, man, she looked like dog, Alyssa Baumgartner had no shame in her game, bro. No shame in her game, bro. Hey, bro, thank you, Rob. He said, to be honest, I predicted that A-Way was going to stop him in round 6, and wow, that happened, and I was shocked. Hey, man, good prediction, bro. Very good prediction. 6 was a good prediction for a knockout, bro. Hell yeah. And they was by poolside the next morning, dog. Hey, Alyssa's ready to risk it all, dog. Hey, dog, you got to give AJ his credit, dog. You got to give AJ his credit on that one, dog. God dang. That is hilarious, bro, because that's a bad chick right there, dog. She looked like, you know what she looked like? She looked like Kobe when Kobe Bryant was looking at she looked like Kobe Bryant when she looked like Halle Berry when Halle Berry was looking at when Halle Berry was looking at Kobe Bryant, bro. She looked at that nigga like, hey, like, what's up? What's up? What you want? What you want? Gotta love it though, dog. Yeah, she looked at, I gotta get, hey, dog, I gotta appreciate it, bro. That dude is on a level. That dude had that girl on. That girl, he had a baddie on blast. So you know he's got them girls on blast, dog. Hey, said, did you see Jake brother say he wants to fight Joshua next? Said that a brother did a good job, but he lasted that long. Oh, let him fight him. And AJ need to do what he's supposed to do, bro. Stop pulling punches, AJ. AJ don't want to kill nobody, bro. That's messed up. AJ ain't no savage. That's the problem right there, bro. That's the problem right there. AJ ain't no savage, bro. Gervonta's a savage. Gervonta would have broke that nigga's eye socket, bro. AJ would have, I'm telling you, that nigga would have tried to break his eye socket, which is why, dog, you can't be fighting them dudes. They ain't trying to break your eye socket, bro. You know what I mean? They're not no Bernard Hopkins, bro. They're not going Bernard Hopkins on Jake Paul, bro. And Jake Paul is, see, that's what needs to happen. He need to get mauled and just beat up so bad that they're like, look, bro, you can't do that no more, dog. Boxing's not a joke. And have somebody just go in there and thump his ass up. Keyshawn in Africa. Right now I might go with Africa. Lejon Evans, if not, what's your opinion? Who wins if Keyshawn in Africa was to fight and Tank would have destroyed Buddy for a fact? I will take I'll take Africa over Keyshawn right now because I don't know where Keyshawn's head is, and I know that Africa right now is feeling himself, and rightfully so, being a world champion. He's feeling himself. Keyshawn hasn't lost, but Keyshawn doesn't look focused. You know what I mean? But they're both about the same amount of experience, in my opinion. You know, one beat Baranicek to get a belt. One beat Baranicek to get the belt. The other one beat Liam, what's his name? Forget what his name is, to get the belt. So I'm not really tripping too much on. So I think they're very, very similar. You know what I mean? But if I had to pick one right now, I'm going with my guy. I'm going with Africa. I fucks with Africa. Africa need to shut the fuck up and fight Gary Antoine Russell, though. You know what I mean? No disrespect when I tell you to shut the fuck up, because I don't mean that. Like, you can talk all you want, and I'll listen. I'm just saying, bro, don't say you all of that. You like all that and Mr. Everything and all of that, and somebody need to get their weight up to fight you. Get their nah, bro. Not trying to hear that, dog. You need to go ahead and Africa, Richardson Hitchens, you need to go ahead and fight your boy. You need to. Baranicek was ass, in my opinion. He had nothing for Keyshawn. I agree, but Keyshawn is not ass. Keyshawn can fight. Keyshawn, if he gets his mind right, bro, and he gets a little more savage in his system, I think Keyshawn needs more savage in his system, less businessman. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's too focused on business. And you need to be, on code being a savage, bro. You know what I mean? Because if you're a savage out there in that ring, everything else is going to take care of itself. You know what I mean? Stay focused on the ring, because that's what you do. I think Keyshawn Davis lost focus, and he just needs to remain focused. Same way that I think Gervonta Davis needs to remain focused on whooping people's asses. And his primary focus in life should be fixating on whooping somebody's ass. Like Gervonta going to the point where he's saying, that he really doesn't, he feels like he wants to retire and all of that. That's because he doesn't really want to whoop anybody's ass anymore. He's got to get to the point where he wants to whoop somebody's ass, and he'll perform a lot better in a boxing ring. He wants to whoop their ass. Don't care if you lose or you win or you lose. I just want to whoop his ass. And you'll be a lot more focused day to day. That's what I think about guys like Gervonta and Keyshawn. Do you feel Tio has a chance against Shakur? Absolutely he does. If he faints, touches him on the faints. Tio's got to force Shakur to engage with him. That's what Tio's got to do. And then he's got to avoid being jabbed to death from the southpaw stance. That's what I think about that. But does Tio have a chance? Absolutely, because Tio always fights to the level of his opposition. So therefore, the chance, I don't think that there's a very good chance that Shakur Stevenson will not outclass Tio, because Tio always fights to the level of his opposition. Always fight, he always fights to the level of his opposition. So if he can get to the level of Shakur, he'll fight at the level of Shakur. And and Shakur doesn't have people that fight at the same level as him often. That's what I would say. Tio's very, very athletic, but he's also very smart. And I think that he's more focused than he used to be. He's a lot more calmed down. But that's one of the things that Tio has. Tio has a lot of power too. So if Shakur Stevenson gets caught, Shakur can get his ass knocked the fuck out. Like, let us not forget, Shakur Stevenson is going to have to be very, very cautious with Teofimo Lopez, especially Teofimo Lopez's right hand, straight right hand, because that's the kryptonite of a southpaw. You know what I mean? And if he shoots upward from the elbow, and he can land and start hitting shots around this area on the head of Shakur, he can hurt Shakur. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I really do believe that, man. Tio ain't Cepeda. Yeah, I mean, look, if Tio makes it a fight where he pushes the output of the fight. But honestly, I think that the more active fighter, of the two is probably Shakur. I've known Tio since he was 10 years old. Ever since a kid, he absolutely loved fighting southpaws when everyone else hated it. Well, there you go. That's good. Well, that's something good to know. Something I will write down. Hold on, because Shakur, he did perform well against Lomachenko. Gotcha. Thank you, man. Sometimes I got to take notes sometimes, man, so I don't forget stuff. Shakur is going to beat Tio punk ass. Hey, look, man, we'll see. Hey, thank you so much for putting some color in the chat, Rob. That means a lot, man. Thank you so much, brother. Really does. Really. Oh, you know what, man? I didn't even have this shit on. Do I want it on X? I think I do want it on X. Oh, no. Do I want this on X? I think I want this on X. I forgot to put this shit on X. Hey, if Shakur lose, they better not blame contamination. Hey, look, man. Hey, is Shakur snack? I'm telling you, Shakur gonna have some power in a second, bro. Shakur's gonna have some power in a second, bro. Some power, bro. Some real power, some legit power. Because I just believe these dudes I don't know what's going on with these guys. Rick Timms, I want to believe. What's Rick Timms on, man? Dominating the comment. What's up? Thanks for that. Oh, that's not me. Anyway, so look, bro. I think Gervonta Davis should get that fight with Jake Paul, apologize, because I ain't seen shit going on with this court case or whatever the hell they say that this was supposed to be the reason why I didn't fight Gervonta. Gervonta Davis said that he was going to fuck that dude up. And Gervonta Davis was really going to hurt that guy. And I'm telling you, I'm not giving Jake Paul no credit because Jake Paul is a stunt man. And honestly, the fact that Anthony Joshua did not seriously injure him is because Anthony Joshua decided not to seriously injure him. Okay? All right? He's like Gilly the Kid scoring baskets on an NBA player during a during an exhibition, during a pick, what do you call them? Exhibition, celebrity basketball game, or whatever you call that shit. Fanon, what fighting style you think can beat Devin Haney's punch, grab, run style? I don't really want to talk about Devin because he's boring. I don't really want to talk about Devin. I'm not going to promote Devin Haney. Thank you, Lehi Evans. I just don't want to do it. But the answer to you is Ryan Garcia, very obviously. What style can beat him? The one that did beat him. Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia knocked the shit out that man and whooped his ass. So that's my answer. Ryan Garcia can whoop Devin Haney because I saw him do it. Yeah. That's the style that can whoop his ass. Ryan's. The style that did whoop his ass. You know what I mean? Hey, say that smile before breaking his jaw was crazy, though. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but like I said, man, he ain't no killer. He could have hit his ass in the eye and bounced his head back like this. Yeah, is what he could have done. He could have just sent a straight right to right there in his nose, bro. He could have pushed his nose and broke his nose dead in the middle of his face. Bow. But now he tried to turn and he got his jaw broke. Dumbass. Hey, man, you better. That man had his hands like this. Hey, what up, man? Thank you, Jameson, for keeping the cup, putting some color in that chat. And I'm going to start using this gong, bro. Thank you for the color in the chat. Big gong. Good morning. What up? Say good morning, Martin in the chat family. I had my first encounter with the turkey bots on Instagram this morning. Good for you, bro. You're getting big, dog. You're getting big in the game, dog. If the turkey bots is coming to get you, the broke bots, do you think Jake Paul didn't fix the fight because the Rico Cash Patel has been dropping these gamers? No, I think he did fix the fight. He fixed the fight by allowing AJ not to get killed, AJ not to kill him. No, I just think he did a crash test dummy. He just is the white boy that could take a punch. They like that shit. They like the white boy that can take the punches. Fuck you, big black man. Crack. But I'm still tough. That's what he did. That's AJ. The AJ fight was I'm gonna upset him. I'm gonna beat him. Everybody knows, nah, you can't. But they start believing in him because he hasn't, you know why they started believing in him. They started believing in him because hell yeah. That's the only reason, man. Come on, man. If Jake Paul was, ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world Darius Rucker was ever gonna have a career in boxing, bro. Come on, bro. That shit don't pay off. Ain't no child black child Nickelodeon star gonna wind up being a serious competitor in boxing, bro. By having Mike Tyson pulling punches on him and all kind of stuff, bro. Come on, man. He got too cocky and went for Gervonta, and the sources told everybody, dog, you done fucked with the wrong dude. This guy's gonna fuck around and hurt you. Okay? Hey, no, Will, man. Hey, I answered your question too. Look, seriously, I appreciate you. Please ask me questions. I will answer your questions. I'm just fucking around with you. If I get a little funky with you, bro, I don't mind answering your guys' questions. I really don't. I no longer have a war. Hey, hell yeah. Bud's integrity. Oh, yeah. Bud Crawford, dog. Hey, look, dog, can y'all call me Fanon Adamas? I swear to God, I predict the future, bro. I swear, bro. If I was not a sane individual, I would swear that I did a video about saying that this man could get sued over the Canelo Alvarez fight and dropping those belts. And then guess what? He gets sued, but for something else connected to the Canelo Alvarez fight. He gets sued for welching. This is what he's accused of. He allegedly beat this dude out of $100,000. This dude, hey dog, basically what he was accused of doing was the same fucking thing that he did with that car that he sent on the lot, got repairs, and then decided, no, I don't want to pay that much. Give me my car back. I'm not paying that much to get this car repaired. So that Bud wanted to buy, this is what is alleged. Yeah, no, it's not it. No, watch this. Yeah, but watch what happened. Listen to me, Uncle Doc. Yeah, he got sued for not giving him the patch. But the real thing was Bud was unjustly enriched to the value of $100,000 because he wanted to buy this very expensive watch that was $150,000 watch. So he said, I'll pay $40,000 for the watch, right? If you allow me to get the patch, if you put a patch on my shorts. So let me tell you, Bud, you think you're slick, dog. That's why you're black. That's why you got sued, dog. That's why you got sued, bro. I'm telling you, nigga, you ain't, dog. Your career is over. They're going to start putting they're going to put lawsuits on you, man. They're going to put them lawsuits on you, man, acting like you acting, Bud. I tried to told you, Bud. They're going to put some lawsuits. I tried to told you, Bud. I tried to told you, Bud. They gonna put something on you, Bud. They gonna put some lawsuits on you, Bud. I told you, Bud. You got bad business ethics, Bud. You be trying to shaft niggas, Bud, and talk people down all the time, Bud. And sooner or later, that shit's gonna fucking fly in your face, Bud, because somebody's gonna tell you no, Bud. That's why you got that WBC belt snatch, Bud. Now you're getting sued, Bud. Because of bad business, Bud. I'm telling you, bro, you're going to have a lot of that start happening to you, dog, if you don't start using better business ethics. That's my opinion. Now, this is what is accused. We don't know if he did it. Why are you worried about another? You talking to me? Hold on, bro. You're a hypocrite. Why are you worried about another YouTuber? No matter how you flip it, that's suspect as fuck. Bro, you're talking to me. I'm a YouTuber. You're on YouTube telling me not to worry about a YouTuber. Dog, you're being very, very hypocritical. You're being very, very hypocritical here. You're being a hypocrite because you're on YouTube. You've got a YouTube channel called DeAndre Pittman. Anyway, look, bro, I'm going to throw your ass out of here. I don't really care about what you got to say, bro. I know that you're mad that I'm about to cook your black ass. I know you are. I know you're mad that I'm about to cook your ass, Bud, but I'm about to cook you, Bud. Yes, I am, Bud. I'm about to cook you. Now, I don't know if DeAndre Pittman's talking about me, but if I'm DeAndre Pittman, if you're talking about me, I'm about to fry you up. Nah, Rick. Are you proud of him? Hey, Rick, you're so proud of Bud telling Mauricio Suleiman to kiss his black ass? Dog, that's not what happened. Bud Crawford did not tell Mauricio Suleiman to kiss his ass. No. Mauricio Suleiman told your boy Bud to kiss his ass. That's who said to kiss his ass. That's why he snatched the belt. Bud offered him less money for the fee. Mauricio Suleiman said, fuck you, Bud, give me my belt back, and kicked him out of his rankings. So how was it that Bud was the one that told somebody to kiss his ass? Rick, I think you reframed that in a very suspect manner. Yeah, you did. I don't care what you have to say after reading it out loud. For dog, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. You got to go. I'm gonna throw you away, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm about to cook Buzz ass though. Y'all, thank you all. Thank you for all you do, and happy holidays again, brother. Your contribution is greatly valued. Keep it up, great brother. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. And again, brother, any questions you got, bro, I don't mind answering questions for you. I really do not. I've been very hesitant to treat new guests with respect because it's like on this channel, you got to earn the respect because otherwise it's trolls that are always trying to set people up. You know, it's social media. Social media has more trolls trying to get in the middle of that. So anyway, let's get back to Bud though. Bud, I told you, Bud, you're going to start getting sued. Okay? You're going to start getting sued doing business like that. So what Bud is accused of doing was Bud wanted this expensive ass watch, and it was basically roughly $140,000 watch. 136, somewhere between $130 and $140,000 was the retail price of this watch. Bud said, I'll give you roughly 35 or 40, something like that. Let's say 40. I think it's 35, but let's say 40. He said he would give $40,000 for it, but he would also, on his next fight, which was the Madmarov fight, he would put a patch on his shorts in the Madmarov fight. So he put the patch on the Madmarov fight, but it came off by the 4th round. So the owner of the jewelry store, Mazza's, shout out to Mazza's, M-A-Z-Z-A, Mazza in New York, M-A-Z-Z-A, those are the people that are suing Bud, Mazza, M-A-Z-Z-A. Soon as I got $200,000 for a watch, I'll buy it from you. And then you won't even have to worry that I'll pay for it because I'll pay for the whole bit of the money for you if I have it. But don't think I'm ever going to have that for a watch. Anyway, so Bud buys the watch, this very expensive watch. And he said, I'll give you a discount on this watch and I'll put a patch on my short. So anyway, the patch comes off in the 4th round of the Madmarov fight. And while he was moving away from Madmarov, the patch falls off. Bud then promises that he'll put it on for his next fight. The next fight winds up being the Canelo Alvarez fight. But when Mazza's gives the patch, Bud doesn't put it on during the Canelo Alvarez fight, probably because of the value of the Canelo Alvarez fight. So he says no. Bud said, for no explanation, says no and won't put the patch on during that fight. So basically he this is what he's accused of, beats this guy out of not just $100,000, right? Because it was $100,000 that he got out of paying, roughly $100,000 that he got out of paying. Roughly $100,000. Then he doesn't give the guy the benefit of the bargain, which this guy valued at $1.5 million. Now, you have to have a reason to value something at $1.5 million. And that's what the cost of the exposure. That's how much Bud would have charged somebody for a patch on his shorts. But I guess Bud, and this is my personal thought, right? My personal thoughts. Bud probably was like, no, during the Canelo Alvarez fight, he sold the patches for a lot more money than that. So he's like, for $100,000, no, for $100,000, I'm not giving them the patch on this fight. No way. Right? Because the value was too high. But what happens? The guy doesn't get the benefit of the bargain because Bud changes the deal after he agrees to it. So, wow, bro. So now he's got a lawsuit. Rick Glazier is the one advising Bud to do business like that. Bro, look, man. So anyway, I know what that means. So you dealt with some guys. Let me give you something. Let me give you a scenario, bro. Let me give you a scenario, bro. You know, if you dealt business with somebody and you bought a watch from some people, some jewelers in New York, some Italian jewelers in New York gave you a huge cut. They partnered with you in a boxing match and you cut them out the money. Their money was not going to get paid to them in the money back. It was in the value of the advertisement. Similar to the way maybe Devin Haney does advertisements with jewelers and says that he's paid this $1 million and stuff so that people can then, they can see and associate these people and maybe they can sell a couple of these things for a whole lot of money and they wind up making millions of dollars because they cut you a deal. Right? Kind of like your investment fund where you partner with other people, you put your name in the investment fund and they put all the real amount of money in there. Then you turn around and retire, bud. So you also now getting sued for having welched on the deal over here. How many deals do you think you're going to be able to welch on, bud? I mean, seriously, man, it's like you were dealing with the PBC. They thought you were doing an exclusive negotiation for a huge fight. Then you go deal with a hedge fund backed company and delay them, fuck them over. These guys had fights that they delayed and all kind of shit. Wound up costing these guys, could have wound up having cost these guys all kind of money. It cost people fight dates because you decided to use that as leverage and get another deal. So now that's what it looks like to me anyway. That's why Bob Arum said, nah, bro, didn't want to do business with you anymore, man. Didn't want to deal business with you no more, man. Didn't even want to do business with you no more, man. How much bad business you think you can do, bud? Like, seriously, how many people you think you're going to get over on, bro, before that shit catches up to you? And that's catching up. And guess what? They said they want the 1.5 million and they're asking for more. See, if it was me, what I would ask for, I would say 10 million to send a message that people can't do that. I would say 10 million because it was supposed to be the Canelo Alvarez fight. And let's see, what do you charge for the Canelo Alvarez patches? Plus the fact that you took my $100,000. No, man, no way. Jeep Red Boy in the building. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you so much for that support in the super chat, man. Thank you, Jeep Red Boy, one of my best supporters. And then you have Phoenix in the bill says, since Shakur said Bud taught him integrity, but since the time that Shakur said Bud taught him integrity, Bud refused to pay sanction fees he agreed to pay, is getting sued $1.5 million because he cheated a jewelry store and threw baby mama off to the side, chasing integrity. Man, Bud, you feeling yourself, huh, Bud? Bud, you a get-over artist, Bud. Bud, you just a get-over artist, man. That's what you looking like. Hey, man, if I have to believe, because Bud, hey, watch this shit. I have to believe that I am told, let me say it that way. I am told that I have to believe that Gervonta Davis is a terrible person because he was accused of hitting a girl one time. Matter of fact, actually, I think he wasn't even accused of that. He was accused, well, he's accused of it now, of battery. And he was accused of, had the police called, yeah, he didn't actually get the charges, so he was never accused because he wasn't charged. But you know, you get my point. The accusations are out there, right? So I'm supposed to believe it because of the number of accusations. So I'm supposed to believe that Terence is a crook and a cheater. He's a cheater because when you do, that's an instance of cheating someone. You cheated them out of their money. This is what they're accusing you of, bud. And they put this in a lawsuit. They're accusing you of cheating. They are. Because they're saying that you gotta watch, you as them, when you saw Watch, you approached them and offered them to have a patch on your shorts for a fight in exchange for $100,000 discount on a watch that you wanted to buy. You asked for a 2/3 discount in exchange for a logo. The logo falls off in the 4th round. You know it's supposed to be for a whole fight. So that didn't work. They didn't get the value. Matter of fact, you made them look bad because the patch fell off. It looked cheap. Whatever happened. But they didn't get the benefit of their value. You still owe them that. Not the $100,000. You owe them the value of the advertisement. So then they deliver a patch to you. You don't even tell them why you won't put it on during the Canelo Alvarez fight. So you refuse, according to them, to give them the benefit of that value. That's at least $1.6 million of value that these people missed out on. $1.6 million because you just changed your mind. That was a huge fight Errol Spence had going on, Terence. He was training for that fight. They had delayed all kind of fights. All kind of people's fight cards got delayed waiting on you, Terence. And you just pulled out a negotiation. Similar to the way that you're being accused of just ignoring your promise to this jewelry store. You also said that you're a man of your word. And it's cap. You said you're a man of your word, bud. And it's cap that the WBC had already told you that you had a 0.6% sanctioning fee. That was capped, that they had told you that before the fight, and that you're a man of your word. Well, according to these people that are suing you for the Mazda patch that fell off, and you refusing to put it on in the Canelo fight like you're done with it, they're saying you're not a man of your word. They're saying you're not a man of your word. Obviously, you weren't a man of your word when you pulled out of the fight on Errol. The first time around, you got to make $6 million. He didn't get to make shit. And what did your boy say, Bernie the boxer? We left him in the dust. We left him in the dust. We left him in the dust. So what did you, is that what you guys did? I'm just asking. Is that what you did to the guy with the patch? Mazas? For the $1.5 million, for the $150,000 watch you rocking? That you only paid $40,000 for? You just figured, hey, I gave him $40,000. That's enough. Nah, I ain't putting my patch on it, man. Fuck them. That's what they say you did. So how you a man of your word? I don't get it. Now, bro, if you cheat, that's cheating somebody out of their money. Just like you screw these dudes over in their negotiation. And then you say, you add insult to that's what I think. I believe Mauricio Suleiman told you the amount. Because, dog, you had just had a big WBC fight. The fight before last. You had a big payday with Errol. You had to have known what it was, what the process was. You also had a 9-hour negotiation, you said, with Turki Al-Sheikh on the fight. And you want to know all the money, all the ins and outs, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Bud, you're looking out here looking horrible, dog. Keith Pierre, shout out to you, said, Bud is a get-over artist. I mean, I don't know what to call you. I don't know what to say. But you said you were a man of your word. That don't look like you're a man of your word. It doesn't. It seems like you're getting over on these cats. Seems like you wrote a check your ass couldn't cash. Because Turkey, this is my personal belief. Why couldn't you put a patch and fulfill that contract during the Canelo Alvarez fight? Probably because you didn't own, probably because you didn't have the ability to sell a patch for that fight. You didn't need to sell a patch on that fight. For Manmaroff, you needed to sell a patch. Your price either dramatically went up, or Turkey Al-Sheikh owned and TKO owned the patches on your shorts, which prevented you from keeping your promise, right? So you could even call a man and say, well, look, I could not put it on there this fight because my sponsors for this fight won't allow me to. So we have to settle something where I give you the value of it because I can't fulfill my commitment. But according to these guys, Terence Crawford didn't tell them why he couldn't do it. Bud, let me just tell you how you could have if you get sued for $2 million, $5 million, I'm going to tell you what you could have done. You could have just said, look, I can't do it for this next fight. But you wanted to retire. So you just have to cut a deal with him. You could have said, look, man, I'll give you the extra $100,000 and I'll buy another 3 watches. I'll buy another 2 watches. You could have spent $300,000 buying a couple more watches, giving them their $100,000 back and called it a day. But But no, they didn't give you any money. They just got a discount, right? But that's real savings to them, Bud. I mean, Bud, I'm just trying to tell you, boy, that's like fraud. Like, seriously, what if they said the only thing that keeps you from being hit with fraud is that you had it on the Manmaroff fight to begin with. But these are connected people, Bud. You know what I mean? These are connected people, bro. People ain't just making $150,000 watches, bro. Okay? You know what I mean? You're dealing with some people, bro, that you think, that you got some allegiances with that allowed you to get to certain places. And I know, and once the bigger boys get to you, you want to forget about the smaller guys because you think you keep elevating. I know how it is, bud. I know how it is, bud. See, you got to remember, they say it all the time, bro. The same people that you meet on the way up are the same people you meet on the way down. Who is this? Nothing better to do? Shut the fuck up, bro. You had to become, first of all, real talk that you said real talk. Who is this? If you're talking to me, bro, you have to subscribe to this channel and be subscribed for a day before you say anything to me. So you can't get on here and ask, who is this guy? Because if you didn't know who I was, you wouldn't have subscribed, and you wouldn't have been able to have subscribed at least a day ago. So the fact that you're able to comment lets everybody know that you've been a subscriber to this channel and you've been a subscriber for at least a day. So you cannot bot me in that fashion. Who says, who is this guy? You guys keep getting hired to come in and bot me. And every time I see you bot me, I'm going to explain how it is that you botted me. I don't know, Martin. That's funny, bro. Yeah, you do. Like, there's no way you don't know who I am. And there's no way you're going to say, who is this guy? When you subscribed yesterday. Okay? You're just trying to think I'm not going to read the comments and I'm not going to say this. All right. Hey, T. Orlando. Exactly. T. Orlando, who has a wrench. The moderator, T. Orlando, said, who is the fuck is this guy? I don't know who you are. Who the fuck is this guy? It doesn't work anymore, man. It doesn't work anymore, guys. Thank you for coloring the chat today. I'm really trying to be able to buy Christmas presents for my kid. So can y'all refresh the chat? Because you guys are dumb enough to believe so. Because I get to order you guys to give me super chats. I get to yell at you and tell you, hit the like button. And I get to yell at you, and I'll get $1,500 a day in super chats. Give me my damn $1,500 a day in super chats. Is that Dana said, Fanon talk since been following from Spence versus Mikey Garcia. That's what I'm missing, bro. That's what I'm missing on my channel. I'm missing Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence, bro. I get to order you, Nick. Give me my goddamn money. Hit the fucking like button. You know, yeah, come on. You know you guys been paying. You know you guys are getting paid to watch me. Put your money down. Now I get why that guy is why he yells like that, why he has that attitude like that. Y'all work for that nigga literally, bro. Holding it up, watching it. What? Hold up. Now it's on. Hey, man. Hey, man, up in Squabble Games. Hey, man, hey, bro. So deep with the color in the chat. Said, much love, bro. A little color for you. Thank you, bro. Seriously, man, I want to be able to buy a Christmas present. I'm just joking for real, though. Thank you, so deep. No joke, though, bro. Man, Terence Crawford, you gonna fucking wind up in a ditch somewhere, bro. Like, fucking for real, dog. I'm gonna tell you something, dog. Hey, bro, I'm just giving you guys some advice. Unsolicited advice. That's what I'm gonna call my new series. Unsolicited advice. Unsolicited advice. Do not try that shit at home that Bud is doing. Unsolicited advice. Do not try that shit at home that Bud is doing. Okay? Don't try ripping off the cartels and the New York mob. Starting shit with the Chicago mob. Don't do that. Don't try that shit at home. Okay, I'm just telling you. Don't try that shit at home. That is not a recipe for a long life, bro. I'm just telling you, that's not a recipe. That may get you somewhere fast. Like, that shit's gonna get you there fast, bro. All right? That shit's gonna get you there fast. All right? That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna get you there fast. For real, for real, for real. It's gonna get you there fast. If you rip somebody off and steal out there, yeah, you got $100. Somebody else doesn't have $100. Then you go steal another $500 from over there. Now you done stole $600 and this guy stole nothing. So you got $600. He has nothing. You making it out. So, but dog, sooner or later they're gonna find out that you stealing, bro. And dog, what you just did, no joke, bro. They consider theft. That's theft. That's breach of contract is theft. It is in a way, it's a way to have the law. It's a way that the law treats a contract. When you breach the contract, you are stealing the benefit of the bargain from the person to whom you have the contractual relationship, if that makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is you gotta understanding the law is key. Understanding contracts is really key because you're living in a social contract. And I'm telling you, people don't like being taken advantage of. You know what I mean? You're somebody's neighborhood, but they're your neighbor, but you break into their house. You know what I mean? That's a violation of a relationship you guys are supposed to have with each other, which is that you leave each other alone. You know what I mean? You're in the same neighborhood, you guys got family together. You say hi. That's an agreement that you're going to live in the same neighborhood. Is an agreement that you're going to a tacit agreement that you're going to treat your neighbors fairly, which is why you have, a whole system of contracts. That's why you have all these systems of jurisprudence and all the things that you have. This is because it's a social contract that you have with everybody. You know what I mean? So when they say, teach your man how to squabble, nephew. Yeah, you better teach him how to. I'm going to teach you how to squabble, dog. Unsolicited advice. Do not fucking act like Bud, bro. You will get your shit fucked up. I'm telling you. Don't do it, bro. You are sowing a lot of ill will, dog. You got your wife over there, dog. You left your wife for a white girl. You left your wife for a white girl. You know, man, after you get your big money, then you're not with your girl. It looks like you're not with your girl anyway. You telling the world you had another baby besides your girl, which has got to be embarrassing to your girl because you didn't have to tell the whole world that and brag about it and say, nah, I got a different one. You know what I mean? And that different one better have nothing to do with that watch you got. And the fact that they cut you a $100,000 deal because they trusted you. You know what I mean? They cut you a $100,000 deal, bro. They gave you a watch, just so you know. If that watch is worth $150,000, you could turn around and sell that watch for $100,000 and make $50,000 on the watch. You know what I'm saying? You literally could then take that watch and sell that watch because they agreed to sell you the watch and now it's yours. And you just renege on the promise that you made. And you're going to have the $150,000 watch, which may actually get you some good money if you need it. $100,000. Hey, man, Floyd, I'll sell you this for $100,000. Who knows? You might even be able to gamble the watch for somebody on a fixed match or some shit and be able to make $1 million gambling the value of that watch. Man, there's all kind of stuff that you can do, bro. You know what I mean? So, bro, people are not going to appreciate you getting over them all the time, bro. Especially when there's a pattern of you getting over. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they could point to a steady pattern of your business practices. You know what I mean? It's not healthy to have a reputation like that, bud. It's really not. You're going to fuck over the wrong person one day. I personally already think you fucked over the wrong person, which is why they don't care about suing you. Y'all say Bud is protected. Bud just got sued. Just like these clowns tried to say I wasn't protected because they faked like they tried to sue me with some bullshit ass paper they tried to serve on me. To act like, oh, we ain't, man, they had some lie you put on me. This nigga getting sued in TMZ. You know what I'm saying? I thought that you were untouchable. Untouchable dudes don't get sued. People are too scared to sue you. You know what I mean? They're too scared to put you in a court of law because they're going to be like, bro, you don't want to sue the mob, bro. You're going to wind up, you know. So then when they put that on you, they put them lawsuits on you, saying to these little hoods that you're not somebody that's protected because I'm willing to put a lawsuit on you. Niggas ain't suing John Gotti in a court of law. People ain't suing Pablo Escobar. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, if you get exactly, Fanon got served. Fanon didn't get shit. Fanon didn't get shit. Fanon got a FedEx package. Fanon didn't get shit. Fanon got a FedEx package where I didn't even have to sign for it to verify that I got it. That shit was not official at all. Fuck out of here. I didn't get served at all. But they claimed I got served so that they could act like, oh, yeah, he ain't all. Man, get the fuck out of here. Ain't none of them niggas doing that shit to me. And plus, ever heard of a retainer? Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And I never did anything to be sued because I'm not stupid. Well, actually, let me say this. I've never done anything to deserve to be sued because I know what not to do so I don't get sued. That's why I say it's my opinion, because I have the right to my opinion, and why I'm so clear that I'm not a journalist. And I am not a journalist. And I'm also not a public fucking figure just because you say that. I maintain my privacy, which is why I kick you dudes out of my live streams. You can get time served by statutory overnight mail. You can get served by statutory. Oh, can you? Oh, I didn't know that. No, not in Texas. By statutory overnight mail. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, whatever. That shit didn't go. No, it's still fake. Them niggas were. It's still fake. I'll send you the shit. Mm-hmm. Thank you though. Garbage ass. I ain't no fuck that shit. You found out who a man really is after he makes an exorbitant amount of money? Bro, he got Bernie the Boxer calling him Crawford. Bud Crawford bitched Bernie the Boxer. Bitched him. Oh, he said, hey, did you hear what Sean Vitale told Sean Vitale? It leads me to believe they did that dumb shit, Martin. Oh, yeah. I do. What do you mean? No, I saw. Yeah, which one? I saw one because Sean Vitale said that he was going to be at the US Nationals or whatever, and Bud wound up not being at the Nationals. Y'all thought I was joking about the bottom comment. Like, look, bro, I didn't ever do shit. Anyway, so they want to say they can't do shit. They just fucking making some shit up. Y'all thought I was joking. What is that? But no, what did they say? What specific comment are you talking about? I recall the interaction where she denied that Bud was going to be at that particular place. Now, I'm going to tell you something else, too. He probably got set up. Sean Vitale looked to me like he got set up. Fanon, Turkey don't take, what do you say? Fanon, Turkey don't take me for the I got type of guy. He invested a lot into Bud and he jumped stream it. Oh, he fucked him over too. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Yeah, Bernie was told not to call him Bud anymore. Why you can't call him Bud? Because he wants to separate him from him. He has to be separated. Calling him Bud is like a term of endearment. That's like his friend. No, you have to call him Crawford or Mr. Crawford. Call me Mr. Crawford. You need to call him Mr. Crawford. Because they don't want to sound too much like a friend anymore. He's a Forbes billionaire. Trust me, he's gonna lie about being a billionaire in about 5 weeks, bro. That's what he thought he was gonna become. Bud thought he was gonna become a billionaire after he retired. He's got 900 million properties. Dog, Bud's a fucking get. I'm telling you, that's what the fuck it is about it. That's what he's gonna be. That's what he thinks he's gonna be. But I'm telling you, Bud thinks he's untouchable. Bud think he's untouchable. Bud's about to get. I'm telling you, that's why he told his ass, call me Crawford. You better call me Mr. Crawford. You better call me Crawford or Mr. Crawford. Crawford, you can't ask him to call him Mr. Crawford because nobody's going to call him Mr. Crawford. So the closest thing that Bernie had to do to call him is to call him Mr. Crawford, is to call him Crawford. Like you have to call him Ali. Or you have to call him Mayweather, not Bud. Little buddy. Can't call him little buddy. You can't call him little buddy. He don't want you to call him little buddy. My mama nicknamed him Bud. I'ma call him Bud to misquote Coming to America. Exactly. His mama call him Bud. I'ma call him Bud. I think that shit is funny though, bro. For real. What's the new message from my guy? Oh, I forgot to play the AJ. Yeah, I got to download this shit. That shit was hilarious, bro. That dude is a genius, bro. That dude is a genius. He really, Mojahid, Foodayalat. Mon Trucker, who's Buzz Lame? Oh man. Anyway, man, that's what it is. That's what I wanted to talk about, dog. Ask Mike. That Jake Paul shit is hilarious, bro. I'll play that one tomorrow, man. I'll play that one tomorrow. Seriously, man, young people, man, let me give you a piece of advice, dog. Really and truly do not follow these people's advice, man. There's no way that these guys are not involved in theft. Scratch a lie, find a thief. Scratch a lie, find a thief. They've been harassing Sean Vitale. He don't even want to talk about TKO no more. Oh. Sean, not everybody can do it, Sean. Sean, not everybody can do it, bro. They will absolutely try to drive you through the fucking ground over TKO, bro. Yeah, they will, but don't worry. Bud fucked over TKO by retiring. I'm serious, Bud fucked over TKO. You know who TKO is not going to have in their next main event? In their next main event, they're going to have Canelo Alvarez versus who? What mega fight can they sell with Canelo Alvarez now that Terence Crawford stole all of the value that there was in Canelo Alvarez away from him? I'm telling you, bro, when Bud comes around, you can just hear a sucking sound. He's just sucking all the value out the air, bro. Pause. I'll use a pause on that. When you hear Bud coming around, bro, you just hear all the fucking profit leaving the room. Everybody, oh shit, here comes Bud. Fuck, we got to deal with Bud. God dang it, we got to deal with this dude. Vital was on the ass about that shit. They had to send them army at him. Bro, hey, Sean, you better have some muscle, Sean. You better have some muscle, bro. Better have some muscle on you. Man, they went after him, huh? They don't leave, man. These dudes leave me alone, bro. Hey, dog, they try to leave me alone. They try to leave this kid. They try to leave the kid alone. They send a little booger nose over here. Sean Vital is trying to stand out and fight for the boxing writers and show integrity. I respect that, bro. Said Al Heyman tried to tell him Haney will become the face of TKO. Oh, fuck no. Hell, oh my God. Yeah, please. Lord, please, 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 please let Devin Haney become the face of TKO. Please let Devin Haney become the face of TKO. Please let Devin Haney become the face of TKO. Please let his ass become the play. That would be so befitting that he would sit upon the hill of exploitation, of lies, myths, lies, straight out lies, distortions, manipulation, extortion. Oh my God, oh Lord have mercy. That he would be the poster boy for TKO. I would love it. Go ahead, let Devin be the face of that shit. Who's gonna want to? I have no idea who's gonna want to watch that, bro. Other than the fact that they're gonna get a lot of good fighters. I mean, come on, man. Y'all, come on, man. Come on, man. That's all I can say about that shit is come on, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. Get your views up, dog. Get your views up. Does the Dev faithfully say Bud is passing the torch pound for pound status? Look, Rick Timms, you are a lie. I denounce you, Rick. I denounce you, Rick Timms. The Devin faithful say that Bud is passing the pound for pound status to Devin. They would say that shit. They would say that. Man, I'm so glad these dudes are running out of money. Y'all are running out, dog. Y'all are running out. Y'all don't even really have none. The doors are closing on y'all, bro. Y'all thought y'all had Bud for a while, bro. And you were going to get that bullshit Bud money from right out the marketing budget. You're not that fight. Oh my God. I wonder, you know how huge that fight was for the boxing establishment that are on the take? I can only imagine how much money. They said it, not me. Come on, bro. Who said it, Rick Timms? Start a beef so I can start some internet drama. How many people got to pass the torch to Devin for him to pick it up, fumbling ass? I swear they gonna force that shit down the throats. That just tells you it's marketing and it's not some shit that actually got to pay off. They're getting paid money for those out of those fights, for promoting those fights, bro. They're gonna get money they have to be getting paid. Look, Bill, send Lewis Crocker to my channel for $50,000 and I'll talk to him. I'll do it for $50,000 an interview. I will sell out for $50,000 an interview. If you give me $50,000 up front, I will interview your fighters and I will give them my credibility. I will. I'll loan it to them. I'll talk to them and I'll have real conversations with them. It'll be a real, for real. And you won't have to send niggas over to my channel anymore so that they can become, so that other guys can do this. I'll just do it myself. How about that? Give me the money. $50,000. I'll do your interviews for these guys and I'll start and I will prove. And then my people will support them. My people will support them. No worries. They'll become stars and everything. You know the deal. $50,000 a person. I named my price. Seeing as he said, that's your sellout price. That's my sellout price. $50,000 an interview, bro. $50,000 an interview. Yeah. I mean, I gotta give him a deal. $50,000. There you go. Otherwise, I'm gonna fry these bastards forever. Now, you know you're not going to pay me $50,000 an interview. But you should. He said, that's my sell. Hell yeah, dog. 50,000. No, that's not my. Oh, no. That is not my sellout price. No, I said, no, let me tell you something so deep. No, that's not my sellout price. Because I'm not going to sell out. But what I'll do is I will vouch for these kids. I'll vouch for them. And then I'll vouch for them. Then they can really get contracts. Because trust me, bro, it's not coincidental that they get some work after they come here, right? So they can come over here. They can get some work. They can get some work. I'm going to take 25% of their salaries for the rest of their life. If you sign these fighters to a promotional company, just give me 25% of their purses for the rest of their career. And then, we'll set a limit at it if you don't want to pay too much. Give me $1.5 to $2 million a year. Yeah, and I can control the narrative. Really, I can control the narrative, guys. Vouch equals sellout? No. Oh, yes, it does, but I'm being slick, dog. Come on, man. I'm trying to teach them how to do their job. I'm trying to fake integrity, bro. That's a honey bun after 2 interviews. I'm in the wrong bit. Hey, that's a honey bun. Slick works. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be slick and tell you how you can sell your influence. I mean, seriously, bro. You can sell your influence. You can say, hey, I can get your fighters fights. Because I can prevent this. I can make these guys want to fight your fighter. Seriously, bro. All you got to do is pay me $50,000 an interview. You do that, I can get it done. For real, we'll have 1 million viewers every interview. We will. Dog, I guarantee you, if you give me $50,000 an interview, I can get at least 2 million views. I can do 2 million views in interview. I'll be big as Club Shay. I'll be as big as Club Shay Shay. Just pay me $50,000 an interview. And I can sell anything. Trust me, I'm way smarter than Blue Blood ain't got shit on me. No joke, bro. Like, seriously, if I want to frame somebody, bro, I can frame them way better than you guys can. Because you guys are stupid. I mean, the guys you're working for right now, they're stupid. You see how easy it is for me to just destroy their narratives? I destroy their narratives so easy that you guys don't got to pay them extra money to fuck with me destroying their narrative. If it wasn't for me destroying their narrative and other people destroying their narrative, your narrative, it wouldn't cost you so much money to have them say that bullshit. You wouldn't need them as bad. So that's why you need to hire competent PR people. Come on, man. You said I would sell out yesterday. I named my price. And if you can't pay it, don't come anywhere around me. Now watch this. Slick works. I'm trying to tell you, I mean, I'm doing this on purpose. So I name my price. That means if you don't pay me that price, you niggas cannot go and then use my ideas. You can't do any of that shit because you didn't pay me. You don't get to pay other people to use my arguments. You don't. Because in a very informal way, I absolutely can prosecute you for you stealing my ideas every fucking day. That's what you do with my arguments when you like them. You steal them and you pay other people to say them. I say that's because you can advertise. No. What I'm saying is, what I can flat out do is I'll buy views. I'll funnel all the views to my channel. I'll go to everybody else's live stream. I'll bribe off YouTube channels. Trust me, $50,000 an interview, I can get a way better job than these guys can do. Way better. Just give me the money. Give me the money. Because you niggas are definitely using my content right now. You definitely have other people that are using my arguments every day that are getting this money. Because how in the world else can they afford to go to gyms and bribe people to give them inside information? I'm not stupid. You're paying people on both sides of this shit. You're paying off people that act like they believe me. And you got people that are hating on me. You're playing both sides of the fucking fence. I'm not stupid. Because otherwise, how would these guys have the money to go bribe people in their gyms to get inside information? How could you do that? Why would you do that if you're not getting money from somebody to do PR work? And if you're getting money to do PR work and you're using my arguments and then give me my fucking money. I'm not fucking stupid. You guys are out here making little imitation fanons, anti-fanons, and you're paying them. No, I don't want to be with the YouTube payola. I'm exposing the YouTube payola. And I'm naming my price. $50,000 for an interview. You have to pay me. You can't use and pay other people for my arguments anymore. I'm being very direct. I've been talking about how y'all been stealing money for a minute. You guys are copycatting off of me. I don't care if you act like you hate me afterwards or if you act like I'm cool with you. You're getting paid. Because otherwise you wouldn't have the money to do the shit that I just found out you're doing. Which means you're on the take too. You just happen to agree with me. So pay me my money for the work that I do. Stop paying other people for the work that I do. Or they got to go do their own work. I mean it. No more payola for shit that's my ideas. I named my sellout price. And if you don't pay me, that means you are stealing from me. I'm sick of you guys stealing from me on both sides of my content or otherwise. So I know that we have to work with contracts. I did not agree to give my contract and be some crew with you niggas. And if you're getting paychecks, if you're getting backed up because of your association with me on a budget, no more. That's money should be going to me. And I know that money is not going to me. That money is going to other people. You guys crack the joke that you're going to keep stealing money. No, you're not. I was inspired to tell you, do not pay anybody any money that claims they're cool with me so that you can help them in their channel grow. No, I am not associated with anybody in that regard. They got to make their own, like I have to make my own. Okay? No fucking way are you propping this shit up no more on both sides of this. Because that's what you're doing. That is what you are doing. For sure. That's what you're doing. So pay me my money directly. Do not say we're going to take Martin's message and we're going to spread Martin's message out. That's how we're going to do this. No. That is you moving money and playing games. No, I did not agree to that. That's why when all that shit went down with Bill Haney, I was very clear to say, I am not associated with Bill Haney. I'm not. I can try to get a fight worked out with Gary Russell Jr. and Devin Haney as a favor to somebody else. That's why I did it. I've never wanted to get money out of marketing budgets from fighters. I've never asked for that. I want my views to be high, and I want my super chats to be significant. And with that, I'm okay. I never approved anybody working with me and getting paid out of fighters' budgets to deliver their messages, to give interviews, any way, shape, form, or fashion. And just because you saw that I was cool with a content creator doesn't mean that you can engage them with those budgets. No, because I know where the original money is coming from. And that's what you're doing. You are literally playing both sides of you are on both sides of the fence. I don't flip out on guys and people that are doing content that I agree with, but that doesn't mean that I appreciate what you're doing. No, I know what you're doing. You guys are using this YouTube content creation as a way to do a lot of shit, and you got to stop it. I mean it. Somebody told me to go off on, you want me to go off on certain people, but you got the same budget that they got. Obviously you got the budgets. Obviously you got the budgets. And you got the support because why? Because you come through the same community. And then we associate with each other. We support each other. But I never agreed to pay anybody out of boxers' purses. Never. When I was done with Bill Haney and them, I was done with Bill Haney and them because I never wanted that model. If I want to be a boxing manager, I would just be a boxing manager. And I would say, I'm a boxing manager. I'm going to sign these fighters and then I'm going to get them paid and I'm going to manage their work. I would do it openly and I would do it fairly as a manager. I would not be trying to use YouTube as a way to try to connect these fights, make fights, stop fights, basically be fixers and matchmakers, but at the same time, get the money from the big budgets that are pouring through. All of this money that got dumped on top of boxing, bro. A lot of cats on YouTube making a lot of money. Man, y'all playing, y'all stealing, and you think just because you drop a little sugar over here and a little sugar over here that it's going to make things sweet enough. No, it's not going to make things sweet. I found out a lot of things, okay? I found out a lot of things. And there's one thing about boxing. Boxing is boxing. But integrity is integrity. I can agree with you all day. Yeah, that's what it is, a little sugar. Pour a little sugar here, let this guy make a little money, let him make a little money. You know what I mean? But then shit got so out of whack, so fucking out of whack because they dumped so much money over on this side trying to combat this side, which was doing very, very well. So yes, the Boxing Writers Association of America, whether you're writing good or you're not writing good, bro, you guys are getting money out of the budgets that are coming over the United States. And you guys are willing to sell out to this fake guy who doesn't really exist in the sense that you say he does, Turkey al-Sheikh, this racial trope that you sold on people once you guys got a lot of access to money. And that money is getting spent on both sides, which is why sometimes when you want to ask me, why are you niggas so interested in what I think about about a guy from Fight Hype? Why do you care? I don't care who parrots my beliefs. I don't care. I was the one that is going hard on this shit. They weren't going hard on this shit. I was going hard on this shit. And then once it got to the point where everybody knew what was going on, then they want to jump out there and say, oh, see what's going on? Where was everybody when I was battling Bill Haney? When they were calling me a pedophile on Twitter? When Daniel Kinahan was threatening my life and fucking Spencer Fearon before Spencer Fearon had enough fucking sense to shut his fucking trap threatening me. They said I deserved to die for what I was doing. That's what they said on Twitter. All of MTK Global. Where you want to say these dudes are coming to him? No, bro, don't give me that fake, false bullshit. No. If you want to talk shit to power, you better really have fucking power. I'm not backing you. I mean it. If they fry your asses because you want to get slick with the wrong niggas, I'm not protecting you. I've proven that I can say it. You prove that you can say it on your own. You're not going to coattail me now that I've proven to everybody that I can put RICOs on people. Ever since I proved that you can't physically harm me after all my business was put in the street, all my business, all over the fucking street. No, you're not going to get me to be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to back these guys. No, fuck those guys too. I remember when I was saying all kind of shit that was, oh man, this. Nah. I was the one that said something about Daniel Kinahan. I was. And I was the one that got threatened for that shit. And I was the one that had to put up a wall on his ass. You guys don't even credit me for the fact that I was the one that went to war with Daniel Kinahan. Me and him. Not this nigga who's a journalist. He's a fucking journalist. That nigga can disappear any day. I had to stand on that. I stood on that. You didn't stand on that. I stood on that. Y'all cow-tied it and took his money and ran over to the zone. You got scared and ran over to the zone. Just like when they wave this so-called Turkey al-Sheikh and his money, you all of a sudden lose all your principles. No, and you want to ask me what I think about somebody. No, I don't think anything of you journalists. Nothing of you. I don't think shit of you. I'm not a journalist. But you guys sure had some pins for me, didn't you? Yeah, you tough guy journalists. Yeah, now you want to know what I think. Now the TKO's on your ass. Now you want to know what I think. Fuck that. No, what I think is I'm not a journalist. And if you want to talk shit to Dana White, then I hope that you got some shit to back you up when you talk shit to Dana White. That's all I'm saying. When the powers that be come to get you, I hope that you have what you need when the powers come to get you. Because you didn't give a fuck about me when you sent the powers to be at me. So why the fuck should I care about you when the powers that be come to get you? Where were you? Where were you? For me. Where were the videos supporting me when they ran this on me? Nowhere. You called me crazy, is what you said. You ridiculed me. You put my business in the street. Yes, you did. You laughed at me, is what you did. You ridiculed me. You laughed at me. You clowned me. You sold me out for sure. So now I'm supposed to be, because I agree with you on a certain point, I'm supposed to be like, yeah? No. If all you niggas go out of business because you fucking ran this scheme and now they got to move it over to Turkey Alice, they're going to move it over to Dana White, and Dana White bought boxing and they putting that sweat on you, and you want to interrupt this $1 billion deal that they have, because let me tell you what they're doing. You're interrupting a multi-billion-dollar deal is what you're doing. When you put that shit out there, when you start talking like I'm talking, you start blocking really big deals. And when somebody's trying to invest billions of dollars to buy something, they don't like you jumping in the middle of that. And you better believe they're going to try to silence you. That's real. They tried to silence me. You all tried to silence me. You still won't say my name. You still over there on the Porterway podcast acting like you ain't never heard of me. Tim Bradley over there talking about how, oh, this dude. Nigga, you know me. That's why when I said something about a certain nigga who all of a sudden is broadcasting and covering events, all of a sudden niggas jump up on the channel and all of a sudden, well, hey, not me. Yeah, okay, not you. I'm not stupid. You're not getting the money anymore. on either side of you, boxing writers. You're not going to fucking play good guy, good cop, bad cop with me. Once I caught you, nah, man, I ain't going to stop crying. Yeah, that sounds like a bitch right there. Yeah, only a girl would tell a nigga to stop crying. Nigga, I ain't crying. What I'm telling you is, don't come around me asking me for no favors. And I'm telling you flat out, don't ask me for no favors. None of you. None of you. Ask me for favors. Everybody that's cool is cool. But if you getting your money out of pockets of management money for fighters because of relationships that I have that allow these people to have access to this money, I'm telling you right now, nah, bro, you're not going to be a middleman for me. You're not going to be a middleman. I don't need any help. I'm a solo act. No. Because I know you getting that money from there. Because there's no fucking way I should be knowing that there's multiple people that get inside information by paying people in gyms. That's the Boxing Writers Association of America. That's how they do things. Boxing Writers Association of America has already said that they were going to move into boxing on YouTube. So I believe Claymore Rain is somebody that's with the Boxing Writers Association of America because he carries the flag for them. But where do they get their money? How do they get their jobs consistently? Through fights, through access to fighters, through budgets from the networks that do the interviews. They are not there for free. They're part of the financial ecosystem. I know where you're getting your money from. I've already told you. And you think it's a fucking joke. It's not a joke. I absolutely am going to get you out this pocket. Without a doubt, bro. And I can do way more than give you Ricos. And I got love for all y'all. But seriously, bro, it's all coming out. All this money, all these AI boxing channels that are getting funded, all of these other smaller YouTube channels that are getting funded, whose views can be yanked up or yanked down. Come on, bro. You guys got a big budget for all of these channels, and you're operating off a budget for these channels. Yes, you are. That's how you're able to afford to do what you're doing. It's very obvious. And what I'm saying is, you're going to have to stop using influence that's not yours in order to secure this money. No. Somebody is claiming that this money has been approved for the use for your guys' channels and for your guys' ability to do things like bribe people in the gym. But let me ask you a question. Once y'all start doing things like that, what makes you any different than the other guys? Nothing. It just becomes a matter of who's on what side. And I'm telling you, I'm not on no side. I'm not a journalist. So take me out of your budgets. That's why you guys are so insist. I've always wondered, why do these guys insist on calling me a journalist no matter what? So that we can be on the budget as a journalist. No, Fanon's a journalist. No, the fuck I am. When do I ever ask to interview people? When do I ever write articles? What professional protocols am I following? None. But yet you somehow want to always claim that I'm a journalist. So that you guys can do what? Okay, it's all coming out. Your campaigns are all old now. Over time, you have to be able to adjust what you do, and you can't adjust. I literally just said that Terence Crawford was going to get sued. Yeah, I said it. I said from what Terence Crawford did to Canelo Alvarez, do not be surprised if he gets sued. He gets sued for the Canelo Alvarez fight. I don't believe in coincidences. I say I'm going to put Ricos on y'all. Y'all get Ricos. I don't believe in coincidences, and neither should you. They're not calling me, telling me about you guys for no reason. I got a big call from somebody very influential in the sport. Actually, I've gotten 2 calls from people very, very influential in the sport. And I won't say what their names are or anything. However, I'm going to tell you, bro, they're telling on you. They're telling on you. You guys trying to fucking put your fucking in, you guys trying to affect too much shit. Either way, in your little little imaginary battles that you're going through, which are what? Funded by marketing budgets. All of the beefs, all of the shit funded. Funded. Niggas gonna get, yeah, of course, they're gonna call Gervonta Davis a duck 90 million times, and they're never gonna change their opinion. Why? And then why are there gonna be tankomaniacs that are just going nuts and never change their opinion? Come on, man. You got guys like Ray over there on Twitter flopping like that, flipping right after he comes to my channel, coincidentally. Come on, man. Anyway, man, it's very disappointing to see this. It's very disappointing to me personally. Bro, I'm a solo act. That's why I don't go on people's channels. And I'm not a journalist. So take me out of your fucking equation. When you say that you're going to be paying for budget and marketing and all that, and you can't cut a deal with me, so you're going to cut deals with people that sound like me and people that I support. So you're not going to deal with me. You're going to deal with the people that you think are around me. And then the people that are around me get to switch up on me. All because you're cutting deals with the Boxing Writers Association of America. To silence me. You silence me or you try to change my topics. You even had people coming to my chat every day that had the nerve to try to talk politics with me because you were so concerned about me when I talk politics. You had to have somebody that had a set political agenda to talk to me whenever I brought up politics. They got so arrogant about his power relative to me in the conversations that it was like, wow, what is this? I'm telling you guys, the gig is up. I'm not paying. No. If you guys are going to pay anybody any money for my work, you have to pay me directly. I'm saying that to any business partner of mine. Anybody that has any business relationship with me, you have to pay your money to me directly, not to third party. Okay? And trust me, I got lawyers. So if you guys get hit with some lawsuits over the next couple weeks, do not be surprised. And it's nothing personal. I'm telling you, if you wind up getting hit, it's nothing personal, homie. It's nothing personal. But bro, you're not going to be like good cop, bad cop me. All right? Let me tell you what's not going to happen. You're not going to good cop, bad cop me. You're not going to have me so angry over here that I don't see what's going on over here. Okay? Because at the end of the day, there's money over here and there's money over here. The only difference is these people are saying this and these people are saying that. At the end of the day, you guys are trying to you guys are trying to control the whole message. You're trying to control the whole message. Really? No is the answer to all of that. No. That's why I stopped doing, man. Cats would sit on my channel. I let cats sit on my channel and they just whatever agenda they want to say, they can just go on for 15, 20 minutes. I don't mind it. But just understand, when those guys spit their agenda, I don't have a problem. When they spit their agenda, cool. But their agenda is their agenda. They are they. They're not my business partner. They're not my responsibility. This is not some crew. So don't pay these guys to come around me. Just because you don't have enough money to pay me what you know I'm worth. I'm not a journalist. I'm not. I'm a very influential person outside of the sport of boxing. So you are bringing people around me to develop relationships with me so that they can get paid like a lobbyist or something. I do not give a I am not going to take any of the advice or opinions of the people that you have around me. I'm not. And they are not welcome to speak for me. I'm telling you, the gig is up. The gig is up. No more fake beefs. No more yank this. Nah. You guys have a budget for marketing fights. Inside that budget, there is a lot of job. There's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of paychecks. There's a lot of privileges. I'm not in that business. I'm not trading for that. So don't think you can surround me and use it, because you're going to get sued. If you're acting as if you're my agent, I'm going to sue you. And I'm never even going to know that I sue you. You're going to get the lawsuit just filed. Okay? I'm telling you, you can't trade on my behalf. And if you're talking to me and you're getting paid to talk to me, bro, that's a whole different thing that you don't want to get caught doing. Okay? I'm just telling you. I don't care if you're family or related, cousins, second cousins, family too. I don't care if you're my cousin. I don't care. Trust me. Certain dude is my cousin, and I know he's my cousin. I don't care that you're my cousin. I'm not doing business with any family members like that. I'm not. Only family member I do business with is my brother. That's it. Cousins, second cousins, niece, nephews, sisters, any of that. Wives, doesn't matter. The only people I do business, only person I do business with besides Google that is not and my wife is my brother. The rest of that, y'all got to stop. The obvious impersonations got to stop. Okay? And don't take kindness for a weakness. Also, please don't. If you guys walk up and ask me for something and I act like I'm indecisive or something, and I'm like, yeah, you asked me because I'm a nice, and you do that, dog, I'm not a nice guy, bro. Once I find out you fuck me over, bro, I'm not going to be a nice guy at all. All right? Not going to be a nice guy at all. And it's not even going to be me that's not a nice guy. My family, the ones that I work with, they're not nice guy. I made 10 million with your name. Sure you did. Thank you. My pet said I made 10 million with your name. Hey, bro, whatever. Anyway, like I said, you guys are full of shit, homie. And Terence Crawford, I'm telling you, I'm being very honest with you, bro. Get off that shit for a second. Because I want to tell you, I got some calls. And I was like, okay. And you know how people tell you shit you don't want to hear the first time, and you think about it, you think about it, you think about it? That was very illuminating, and it was from somebody very high up in the sport of boxing. Somebody very high up in the sport of boxing. And I was like, okay, that's the game. Took me a minute to figure out what the game was, but that's the game. That's how you get your budget for your marketing. You get the big money given for the fights. We're going to cover the whole fight. We got the fight done. We're going to pay for the fight because we've got unlimited funds. Let me be very clear, bro. We have unlimited funds. We have unlimited funds. Turkey does not have unlimited funds. We have unlimited funds. So you set up a Turkey for these unlimited funds. You start spending. Since I started doing a YouTube channel, bro, the pay of boxers have gone from $2 million being a lot of money to these guys getting $200 million a fight, $300 million a fight. Ever since I got into boxing, the amount that boxers have made has become so stupefying to defy logic. And who is profiting off of this? The boxing writers are. They absolutely are. They are essential to telling everybody what fights they want to see, They've had a hit job on the PBC the entire time. The only one that I really care about, they've been attacking the entire time. I get a deal offered to me by PBC and Top Rank. Right when Top Rank's going out of business, you guys offer me a deal, a direct deal to use your footage. For the first time, they actually contacted me directly, but I turned the deal down because, that's not really what I want to do. But at least they actually contacted me directly, but it didn't work out. So I know these guys are cutting deals. They cut deals to give you access to footage. They cut deals to give you access to interviews, all of this shit that you guys are doing, but you're also getting budgets, which is real money, bro. There's no way. I'm a YouTube content creator. Do you know how much money it would cost me to fly to every single solitary city for every single solitary fight and carry a whole crew to film it so that I look professional? Bro, you guys are wasting hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on certain YouTube channels. Andre Ward's YouTube channel, I can't imagine how much money they're burning. But that's an expensive YouTube channel. It is. These guys get paid to show up, paid for interviews. They're not going and giving interviews for free. You guys are getting so much money that you can retire from your network jobs to come try to get YouTube channels. Isn't it amazing? Seriously. That's what Tim Bradley is aspiring to be, a YouTube content creator. Why? Because he's going to get paid. The same way Dan Rayfield's getting paid. Who's paying you all? You want network? The networks aren't paying you anymore. But you guys make more money than they've ever made on a network. They said American boxing is dying because the networks don't support it. But yet the American fighters are making more money than they were making when the networks had it. How does that work out? Exactly. How does that work out? That you can make more money on DAZN than you ever made on HBO. Yeah, Paulie, full-time living off of his YouTube channel and bare knuckle boxing events that pay him money. You guys have a lot of money all of fucking sudden. I got a lot of money. Y'all getting nervous yet? Hey, man, you ever heard the apocalypse? You getting nervous yet? I'm just wondering if you guys are going to get nervous yet. Getting nervous yet? Getting nervous yet? All y'all that rode the fence now got to act, that are not on the end with them, y'all are on the outs with me. Y'all are on the outs with me. I was screaming up and down about all this shit you guys act like you care about now. Y'all didn't care about it then. Where were y'all when Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder in the second fight? Where were you when Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder? Where were you when all those Eastern European those dudes would not fucking fight Gary Russell Jr.? Where were you? You were ignoring it, is what you were doing. Where were you? When you were doing all the shit that you did to empower these guys, now that you want to be the good cop, now that you want to elevate yourself to the top of the sport by being the good cop that suffered, fuck out of here. I cleared the path for y'all. Physically cleared the path for you. And now you want to come in with your trumpet at the last minute. Bing, bing, bing. Look what I did. Nah, bro. Like I said, if y'all in that gangster shit, y'all better not be in that gangster shit. Let me talk some gangster shit for a second, because I like to switch it up. Y'all better not be in no gangster shit. Seriously, bro, you better not be. Because if you are, your ass is swinging in the wind. Dana White and Ari Emanuel can do whatever they want with y'all and y'all's lives. Don't make me no difference whatsoever. See, you got to understand something about me. I fuck with Ari Emanuel. I do. I fucks with Ari Emanuel, and I'm going to take a second right now to tell you. I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. No, I don't. I've never thrown the baby out with the bathwater. Now they all switched up. Yep. Now that Dana White is on that ass. Yeah, he is. You guys are trying to kiss ass with Jake Paul. You guys sold out into. If you wouldn't have torn, you could have had it all, dog, if y'all wouldn't have torn down Gervonta. Let me get back to Gervonta, bro. Gervonta Davis. You guys decided you were going to destroy Gervonta Davis because you had an ego trip with me. Yes, you did. You guys decided that you were going to go after Jaron Ennis because you had an ego trip with me. I think you went after Deontay Wilder because you had an ego trip with me. Boxing writers and the power that be. Yes, you did. Because there's literally not been a single solitary fighter that I've liked that has not been attacked by you guys. Every one of them. Every single solitary fighter. The other guy that I liked never got the Canelo fight. I don't believe in coincidences now that I know where the money comes from. So I'm going to speak it clearly. The money's coming from Chicago. Yes, it is. The money's coming from Chicago. That money is not coming from Saudi Arabia. That money's coming from Chicago. And New York and LA are fucking with Chicago's money. And y'all got caught fucking around with that money. Yes, you did. Never believed Daniel Kinahan. We don't believe and never believe Turki Al-Sheikh. We know exactly how you're getting the money and why you're doing what you're doing. We absolutely do. And that shit is over with because it's our money. Yes, it is. And now that your asses are all fried, and let me be very, very clear. You journalists were the ones that believed very heavily, very, very heavily in Anthony Joshua and DAZN when it came to the United States. When they came in and they declared that they were going to have a transatlantic takeover, you guys were 100% behind it. You thought that they were going to bring the money in and they were going to destroy pay-per-view, and that means PBC would go out of business and you guys could then take over boxing. But what happened? As soon as they got people signed and they did what they needed to do, they switched it up. And they started hitting you for pay-per-views. Just like the other guy. Yeah, they did. And then they started flooding the market with money to keep you guys quiet. And you took the money. Now that they're going to try to get rid of all of you by owning boxing, now you guys want to stand up and say something. No. Now that the law is on your asses, you want to say something. Now that your organizations have been put on their back, you want to say something. Really? Now you want to say something. No. But what we are going to do is we're going to get both sides of the house cleaned out. Both sides. And if Ari Emanuel is willing to do that, then I would partner and tell you, Ari Emanuel, Martin Blackwell says, hey, no worries. I'll cut a deal with Ari Emanuel on right here and say, Hey, man, whatever was is whatever was. Let bygones be bygones. I would be willing to do that with him personally. If they would ensure for me that they don't allow any of you to get any more of that money in that fashion. If you're going to be a corporate media person, then you have to be a for real corporate media person. You cannot be, absolutely cannot be taking money from fighters, and you cannot be on budget, bro. At least not on mine. Because if anybody's going to get paid for my influence, it's going to be me. Okay? And that's what I'm saying to Ari Emanuel specifically. The only person that gets the benefit off my personal influence is me. No third parties, no faces, no none of that. The only person that gets to take advantage, that gets to make financial benefit of my opinions is me. And no money for journalists coming out of fighters' purses. Bro, I don't even know what you're talking about with that Diddy shit, bro. I know who I am. You know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying is the truth. I don't need none of your misdirection bullshit, okay? I'm being very honest with you. There are guys that are getting paid out of promotional budgets for channels. They are getting it because of their association with me. Claymore Rain is the perfect example. Almost all of these guys have to come by my channel at some point in time. I see that certain other people are being honest about it because they put paid advertisement on their videos, even though they don't have any paid advertisement in it. They're just acknowledging that they're getting paid. I noticed it on a certain person's channel, and I said, okay, I get it. This content creator has integrity. He's getting paid, but he puts up there that he's getting paid. It's a paid advertisement, even though you don't see what the advertiser is. That's called being honest. That's being honest. Exactly, Taco, that's completely fake. That guy has a job, bro. That guy has a job. That's my personal opinion. Of Taco Hat, that's the exact guy. Look how much money they spent on him. That's the same thing they're doing to these other guys. He's not the only one. He's not the only guy that's getting paid to create the impression that he is this. There's other guys that are getting paid a lot of money to be on the other side of it. So if they ever need a good guy, they can always get him to flip. You got to remember, they all flip over. So they start here, they end up here. The only question is, when have they done enough to wind up from here over here? Come on, bro, and I've seen it. I'm far from dumb, and I'm far from lazy. Bro, it just doesn't take a lot of effort, bro. And if you ever say anything to me, trust me, I remember it, bro. I don't know who's more, no more for Martin. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm giving them the straight. I'm telling you straight to your faces. Okay? I'm telling these guys. Dog, I've never been I've never been a person that has a problem with the status quo just for the sake of having problems with the status quo. That's not me. Let me repeat. I'm not somebody that has the problem with the status quo just for the sake of the status quo. I don't. I'm not some super revolutionary dude, bro. Dude, I don't believe in throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And I will work with people without a doubt, provided our interests don't conflict. The problem is your influence. You are trying to make my interests your interests. You're trying to mimic me. You mimic me, and then you feed money to the channels that mimic me, just like you feed money to the channels that don't like me. It's both the same side of the equation. You're pulling somebody this way away from me, and you're pulling somebody this way away from me. You have two magnetic forces pulling people away from me. I don't have a problem with people having the same opinion as me. But I do have a problem sharing money with people over what's my opinion, just because they hold it. Okay? You're trying to get me coming and going. You're tanking me on one side and tanking me on the other side. You're building up people. Man, stop that shit, bro. You get it. Man, I'm not letting shit go. Fuck you, nigga. I'm not letting shit go. I'm going to make you niggas go broke is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you go broke. I'm sick of you. You guys are part of the problem of holding these fights up. You are. You're part of the fucking problem. You are. And I'm tired and I'm sick of people profiteering off me. Also that. I'm tired of people profiteering off me. Okay? This is not a community message. Just like dude used to sit up on my channel all the time and just repeat the same thing I said to him. He just keep repeating it. Oh, let me come up here and tell you exactly what Fanon said so everybody can understand it. All of a sudden, you all super cool with Derek J. Man, get out of here, bro. Anyway, man, he said it makes sense. I'm sorry for going off on the personal one, but for real. I'm just telling you. You guys ain't going to keep profiteering off me, bro. I'm cutting the cord. When I left the LDBC, I cut the cord. I didn't get kicked out of shit. They acted like I got kicked out. Bullshit. I was done with Bill Haney. I was done. As soon as I saw what Bill Haney was doing and the type of person Bill Haney was, I don't really care what the outcome of what you're doing is when I see that you have questionable ethics. Once I see you have questionable ethics and you think you're slick, then I'm gonna disassociate myself from you. Okay, and I'm letting it be known. I can tell you, and I'm telling you, to the PBC, to the people, I'm telling you, Ken Busheri, anybody else, I am a solo act. A solo act. No, solo act. Solo act. And absolutely, if I do have the PBC's best interest in heart. But bro, sometimes just don't play. Just don't play. Okay? Just don't play. And I like y'all over there at the PBC, bro. But don't play. I am not paying for shit that I did not agree to pay for. And I mean it. Thomas Hill said, nah, man, Martin, talk to these niggas, man. They got to hear this shit. I'm telling you. You're out of my pocket, all of you. You're out of my pocket, bro. You guys are spreading my money around to other channels. That's what you're doing because you're cutting deals with other channels because you can't cut with me because they're associated with me. So if you can't do a deal directly with me, you want the second best thing. You want to cut a deal with somebody close to me that I support. And I'm telling you, the only support that I have for people is that they can come up here and if they talk good boxing, hey, man, some subscribers may want to support them. But when I'm saying support them, bro, I'm not, dog, trust me, bro, I did the math. I know what you up to, okay? And you guys got to cut that shit out, all right? You're not going to force me out by replacing me with a bunch of people. I'm not going to quit. I'm telling you. I'm being direct. You guys are trying to make me quit. You wanted to quit with me. I'm sorry. Steve Kim, let's talk to Steve Kim for a second, since I'm delivering personal messages. You, Steve Kim, think you're a fucking smart. So you call yourself the Thomas Sowell of boxing. Thomas Sowell is an economist. You are into politics too and want to think that light-skinned men are always the most militant. Steve Kim. Steve Kim. Steve Kim. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay? The bad cop shit, I see you. No problem. I don't give a fuck. The good cop shit you trying, dog, that shit's going to wind up getting you flipped. Okay? Because I ain't no economist, Steve Kim. I sent you a letter, Steve Kim. I remember, and so do you. Steve, I know it's you, Steve. This bullshit that I'm describing, I know it's Steve Kim. That's my opinion. You guys think that you're fucking slick. You're going to have a bunch of people attack me and a bunch of people copy me. Copy my videos, copy my video topics, all of that shit. So that you can divert the algorithm away from me and to people that you can control. Yeah, dog, you think you slick, Steve. That's why you got that Steve Sewell, that Thomas Sowell shit up there. Because an economist is the one that divides the resources. And you and that Dougie Fisher, absolutely, bro, I know what the fuck time you guys are on. I also know what time guys like Jim Lampley are on. I also know what time guys like Max Kellerman are on. Because all of a sudden, Max Kellerman is getting paid millions of dollars to talk on Ring Magazine. Ring Magazine all of a sudden has a gigantic financial backer. Don't you guys? And you're burning money like no tomorrow. Aren't you, Ring Magazine? Yes, you are. Somebody had enough money to actually buy Ring Magazine off of Oscar De La Hoya. Turkey Al-Sheikh owns it. Bro, you guys are part of the same con. My personal opinion, you are the media cover for the same fucking theft going on that I've been talking about. The only thing is that you're the media cover for it and you get your money that way. And you think you're clean. You're not fucking clean. So, fuck all y'all in the media. Let's get to the end of that one. Fuck your good cop over here. Fuck your bad cop. You're both cops. Yeah. I don't care if that guy uses my argument and then tries to, I'm going to make sure that I have it a little bit more articulate, less off the cuff. But it's the same fucking argument, bro. It's the same argument. Even though you fundamentally don't understand it, because the fact of the matter is that shit ain't going to do nothing as an amendment. It's still just bribing politicians, though. You know what that LE Act seems like an opportunity to do? It seems like an opportunity to bribe a lot of politicians, is what it sounds like me. Greetings from South America. You're right in what you say. You have a reason for your anger. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you telling me that. Because you boxing writers are going to be in a lot of fucking trouble. Because you're not gangsters, bro. First of all, I'm not a gangster. Let's get this right. I'm not a gangster, brother. You guys are playing at a level that you're not supposed to play at. But you thought you could because you thought this was some gangster shit and found out it's not gangster shit. All you're doing is stealing. That's my personal opinion. All you're doing is being a front man for the theft taking place out of the hedge funds that are from Chicago. The fact that you say that the investment is from Beverly Hills sounds good, but that firm is sitting over there. The investors aren't from there. The investors are from Chicago. A bunch of slick niggas that thought they were getting over from Chicago. That's your money. A bunch of slicksters from Chicago. That's where your money's coming from. You think you're slick. You got with some cats that got a little bit of control over a little bit of money that decided they were going to start stealing left, right, front, and center and use boxing as a way to do it. And now you niggas have gotten stuck in all kind of ways. Yeah, you have. You know why? Because they arrested just enough people to weaken your little families that allowed you to believe that you had protection and cover to do this. The reason that you guys commit these obvious acts is because you think you have cover. Rick Glazier can cover for me. The fuck Rick Glazier can. Victor Conte can cover for me. The fuck Victor Conte can. Who's gonna? Mohammed bin Salam can cover for me. No, the fuck he can't. And you ran out of them. Yeah, you did. You thought you could just keep finding bigger and bigger daddy warbuckses, and your lie could get bigger and bigger. And the more time it goes on, the more money you make. No, Mr. Fancy Pants. No. And you guys are going to jail. Yeah, you are. Big U's in jail. All the 5 families in New York are going to jail. Yeah, they are. Other than the ones that are down with the cats in Chicago. Chicago, on the other hand, doing real well. We love it, bro. You guys try to play the big game, bro. You guys were behind the big game. You guys are the ones. Let me get out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat. As you know, I suffer from mental illness, so all of this is fake, except for the fact that I'm being very direct with all of you. No more, hey, dog, if you're getting paid to mimic me, this is the last time you're ever going to hear from me say this. But somebody's going to come see you. I'm telling you, somebody's going to come see you. If you getting paid to sucker me, bro, I wouldn't do it, bro. Not all money is good money. And you got the opportunity to get out of it. But not all money is good money, bro. I'm telling you. There's a reason Errol Spence didn't take that money from that hedge fund. There's a reason why the PBC said no to that. There's a reason. There's a reason that Turki Al-Sheikh is not signing a lot of PBC fighters. There's a reason. You guys, I'm telling you, you better go find something else because that shit's over. You guys can't keep fucking around and steal my content, bro, and getting outside deals, dog. No more, bro. That shit's over with. And I don't care if you like me, if you think I'm the greatest person in the world, or you think I'm the worst. It's not right for you to take advantage of me like that. And I don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. And I put you on notice. I don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. You think it doesn't matter, obviously. All right, bro, I'm out of here. Deuces.